Yes, building the relationship is everything. And many people say, well, what constitutes a relationship? What do I need to do in order to have a relationship? And that's a really important question. And that speaks back to our original research, that donors are looking for a limited number of things, of important, critical things to them, that help them make their next decision. But there's a whole lot that actually doesn't inspire loyalty or higher gift value, that we do because we've always done it in fundraising. One of the things at the top of the list that takes a lot of time and money out of the fundraising budget is publishing donors' names. And donors do not care about it. 92% of them in our most recent survey said having their name published in an annual report or a newsletter or whatever, or online, makes no difference whatsoever whether they will give again or give more generously. And yet, it's a standard activity in the fundraising business. So using your time well in order to build a relationship means understanding the things that do build relationships with donors and diminishing or don't do the things that don't. And for donors, there's only three things that matter. How you acknowledge them right after they make a gift. That's the groundwork, that lays the groundwork for relationship building. Where you put their money and how you report on it, how you report your progress towards your goal because of what donors gave to you. And that's the three things they want to know, and everything else is either optional or undesirable, according to donors. So in the donor recognition sphere, donor recognition events are really important to donors because at those events, they learn what's happening with their money. They get to meet other donors who are supporting the same cause, and that gets them all excited. And they get to meet the people behind the scenes who make it happen, and that gets them very excited. So a donor recognition event, very popular. A listing in an annual report, not so much. It's interesting, yeah, it's interesting, but they're quite consistent, and they're not difficult to understand. They don't say one thing in one breath and then contradict themselves in the next, making it difficult for fundraisers to know what to do. They set down a clear path of expectation and must-haves, and if you follow that, you're going to be absolutely fine. So if you do those things, especially those three things, you by definition have a relationship with donors. You come at it from the other way going, how do I create a relationship? And you focus on relationship itself, you never get there. But if you focus on doing the right things, you end up with a relationship with donors, and that's what really matters.